So, what happens when you're in your healing path and you're ascending your old life? You're becoming the new version of you, the highest version of you, and you come to the edge. This is the place between the old life and the new life. And you're at the edge, the very cusp, further than you've ever been before, but it's going to require that you take a ginormous leap based on faith and sheer fucking luck alone into the abyss, into the void. This is the place that requires courage, strength, and endurance. This is where you're climbing the mountain, you're on the edge, you're like, I'm fucked. What am I gonna do? I need a break. My body can't handle this no more, but there is no ledge to take a break on. You just have to keep going. And it feels like the universe is pushing you, expanding you, but also contracting you at the same time. This is the place where the old you dies, or ego death, as some people call it, and the new version of you is being born. You're going through the birth canal. It almost feels like someone has stuck their hand inside an inside-out sock and is pulling it back out, and you're going to slingshot forward. But first, the universe wants to make sure that you're serious. The universe is asking you, did you really mean it when you said you wanted this? Did you really mean it when you said you wanted to grow and expand to your higher potential? And you're sitting there like, fuck, it feels like my life is falling apart. What the fuck did I sign up for? Then you're like, maybe I should just go back a little bit. It'll be okay. But you can't, because the old life that you had and the old identity that you were attached to no longer exists, because you already let go of it. And now it's just molecules floating through space. And there's no putting the old you back together. So there's not an option to go back. So what do? How do you balance internally while it feels like you just had a explosion? As a Scorpio, this is the Phoenix energy. This is the up level. This is the destroying of the old, the burning of all of what was into the birth of the new. And this is where you become your higher self. This is where you align. And then this is where you expand. So, in order to stabilize yourself during this time, because people in the spiritual realm, they don't talk about this. They don't talk about how hard this is. Maybe they don't reach this point. I don't really know why they don't talk about it, but it's beyond excruciating. It's not a dark night of the soul. It's a fucking death. It's a fucking complete death of your identity. Like, that person is gone. You might as well have a fucking funeral, because they ain't coming back. It's done. It's over with. The molecules have changed, and they will never go back to that frequency, that point, that timeline. It's done. I don't know why there's not more information about this. Maybe people are just like ashamed of this or something. But it is one of the most important aspects of growing and becoming your higher consciousness. And it is a requirement. There's no getting around it. There's no love and light bullshit with it. That does not exist here. Love and light bullshit is on the other side. It's after you've put in the work, after you did the blood, after you did the tears, the sweat, the grueling endurance. Sometimes it takes years to get to this point. And then it happens and you're like, I just worked all those years and now this is happening too. It's because, can you imagine a baby coming through the birth canal, how fucking horrifying that would be as a baby. You're the baby and you're coming through the birth canal. So I guess you can't imagine it. It's terrible, huh? So how do you stabilize? Well, first of all, because you've been healing for so long, your life is in a more stable place, right? Like your external life is in a stable place. You have better people around you. They're higher frequency. They are willing to support you. And you may not have very many friends or zero because you've let all the old ones go and maybe you haven't made new ones because you've kind of been in hermit mode for a while, like doing all the inner work. You've been kind of secluded away from society. And you almost like, it's kind of hard to even like find your tribe or your group of friends. And maybe you only have one person to support you or something like that. Whatever support systems that you do have in place in your life at this time, lean on them. Rely heavily on them, even if it's like professional supports, like maybe you see a therapist or you have a mentor like me, or maybe you go on YouTube and you have someone that helps you feel better and feel at peace and calm. Maybe you like to go out to the river or nature, the ocean, or maybe you like to cut your grass. You know, whatever those things are that make you feel stable, you need to use them every day, often. I mean, maybe don't cut your grass every day, but you could ride the mower around with the blade up, you know? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna make sure that you take time to do those things and even have them planned into your weekly schedule. So like, let's say you work at a 9 to 5. When you come home, make sure that you have a lot of time that you can provide yourself alone time to process the changes that you're going through, because everything looks fine and normal on the outside, but on the inside, it literally feels like you're dying. It literally feels like you're in shambles and you don't know what to do, and the puzzle pieces aren't puzzling anymore, and the vision that you had is all foggy and blurry. It's like been shaken up, like when you walk into a river and all the muck gets all cloudy and the water is no longer pure. You can't see it, you know, it's not translucent anymore, and you don't know what's down there. There's probably like some crayfish or some bugs or something gross, muckiness, and it's all coming up. So there's going to be more things that are coming up, and it's kind of like a tornado of things, right? All the things that were still hidden from you, there's always more. They're gonna come up, and you need to make sure that you have the internal stability and external supports to allow yourself to be at rest and at peace, like in a pause moment where you're not chasing, you're not creating. You can be creatively, like with your expression, like if you want to paint or something like that, that would be wonderful to express your feelings or to write, whatever you need to do to not harbor the chaos feelings in, because you're at the ledge, right? The last of whatever emotions of that cycle that you just are growing out of, they're at your tail still. They're still on your heels. They're still there because you haven't stepped off the ledge yet. You haven't taken that leap of faith. And that's why they're still like nipping at you. Oftentimes for me, it's come down to not so much a body thing anymore because I've been able to regulate my nervous system. I feel very at peace in my body. Like I don't get anxious anymore in my body. I don't have that response. I feel like really super stable and calm, like almost like like I don't know how to explain it. It's just like peace. I don't know. But my brain genius brain, also detrimental to my well-being, because the mind still has those same thoughts, because you have not taken that full leap into put you into the place of confidence where you're like, oh, I know I got this because I can see forward. I know what I'm doing. I know who I am. I have the confidence to say, yes, I can do this. Or yes, I am this person now. Or I have this, I'm aligned to this life that I wished for. It's hard to have courage when you're not like into the next life yet. It's hard to be like, they say like fake it till you make it, but that's not aligning your frequency to where you're going. Being scared is okay, but allowing it to overwhelm you is not okay. So make sure that you're taking care of your mental health. Make sure that you are expressing your emotions to whoever. Like if you want, get on YouTube or Instagram or whatever you got and just start talking. Like, who fucking cares? You might go viral because other people, I guarantee you, are feeling that same way. But as I said, like, nobody ever talks about this. I don't know. So rather than sitting in despair or depression or sadness or worry or guilt, like, oh shit, I fucked up, I shouldn't have done this, I made the wrong choice. You didn't make a wrong choice. You're being pushed to the edge of the ledge so that you have the opportunity to take a leap. The universe wants you to decide, do you want to leap forward in faith and trust of yourself? Do you trust yourself so much that you're willing to jump into the abyss, free falling, not giving a fuck, and say, whatever happens, happens. I trust that my foundation, that my knowing, that my goals and my decisions are so fucking aligned that I will walk straight off this fucking cliff and not give a shit. That is the person that you are becoming when you step into your authentic leadership. The person who does not wait for the crowd, the person who says, I don't give a shit if no one's ever done this, I'm going to do it. I don't give a shit if anyone can't see my vision. I have the vision and I trust myself. I know who I am. That is the person that you are about to become if you take one more step. But that step is going to be the hardest step that you have ever fucking had to take in your life. And that step is going to cause you so much pain, so much chaos, so much worry. Because you don't know what's happening next. There is no more plan. There's no ground. There's no stability. There's nothing. It all comes from within the self. And that's why you've been transforming, growing, shedding old things, becoming this new version of you, not to create a stable outside environment, but to create the stability within, the alignment within yourself, so that in no matter what environment, what people are around, what the circumstances are, you are fucking there. You are whole, you are stable, you are secure with yourself, you are confident in your skills, your knowledge, your wisdom, your ability, your talents, yourself. And you love yourself so much that you're willing to risk it all. And you trust yourself so much that you will walk right off the cliff without a plan, without knowing what's going forward, because you know internally that you are aligned. And this is the most chaotic aspect of growth, but it is also the most exciting. So I want you to start thinking about it more as an excitement rather than fear or anxiety, because we often get the two confused. Fear creates kind of the same feeling that excitement creates, but excitement comes from a higher frequency and fear comes from a lower frequency. So you still may feel that, like, oh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Panic, panic, panic. But it's excitement. It's not fear. You don't have to fear because you've already done the work. You're secure. The universe would not push you to the ledge unless you were stable enough internally to take the step. There would have been blockages that you would have had to get over, and the universe will not allow you in the quantum realm with quantum physics and frequency. You cannot be at a 300 level and align to a 500 level movement forward. It doesn't work like that. So when you're on that cusp and you're on that ledge and you're about to take that leap, just know that it's aligned, because if it wasn't aligned for you, if that wasn't the right decision, you wouldn't be there. The universe would have never given you that opportunity. And that's why when you look back at people that you used to hang out with and people you used to work with, or your friends or whatever, they're still doing the same shit they've always been doing, because they never tried. They never wanted to expand. They never pushed themselves further, and you did. And that's why you're at the cusp and you're at the ledge and they're not. Because you did the work and you're ready for this jump. I know it sounds really scary and it feels fucking terrible, but it is death and rebirth. And death is the rebirth. They're all the same. So I wish you tons of abundance and love and support. If you are at this ledge and you do need support personally, one-on-one, beyond the videos or whatever's on my page, you can feel free to make an appointment through my website for one-on-one quantum transformation support sessions, where I will gladly talk with you, help you, and guide you through these transactional steps of this process. Like, how do you get from A to B? How do you actually do this? Because that really is, there's no manual. You can only learn these things from someone who's actually lived it. And believe me, I've lived it a few times actually. And it does get more scary each time, which you'd think it'd be like, oh, a walk in a park, but it actually is a bit harder, because you're expanding beyond your last potential. So it's like stretching your cells, it's pushing you further, it's forcing your brain to get new patterns, it's forcing your body to change. Your body might be sore, you might be really tired, you might be having like ascension symptoms even. So I wish you all the best, and if you would like some support, feel free to reach out. I would love to help you and guide you.